Alright, so yeah, I was at the courthouse and I was hanging out at the library today till 8:30 here in Outagamie County or Appleton. And now I'm going back to Walmart just to try to relax. Oh God, it's not great relaxation there. I should just park a good distance from the store. I can't pick up Wi-Fi right next to it, and that music is kind of annoying. So yeah, maybe not even bother parking there. Maybe park at Pick and Save or something different. So that's something to think about. Break up the routine of.
At the traffic light.
All right, I'm not interested in turning left. I forget what's straight ahead. I want to take another look if I have looked at it before or not. I can't remember. But this route going straight also takes me to the Walmart. I wanted to get more familiar with it. Alright, so today I don't really have any questions for the courthouse. I'm thinking that it's July 5th, that I at least want to ask a question at the police station about the cop and their jurisdiction. The cop who showed up, and I don't feel like I need to drive all the way to the park just to bicycle the 2 miles. I think I'll go to the library and then bicycle from that library. It's a little further, but I don't want to drive all the way.
Turn left at the traffic light.
Yeah, it takes. I want to bicycle that distance.
Turn right.
Oh.
Lexington Drive.
Bicycle that distance. It's been so rainy, but I get a few hours where it's not scheduled to rain. Yesterday really took me by surprise because it said 85, no rain for the day. So I washed some clothes and then left them on my car to dry, and then rain came. So now I'm sitting here with wet clothes that are starting to smell because they've been wet for so long. And I thought that they were going to dry in the hot sun yesterday, and it turned out that it rained. Alright, I bicycled to court twice today because the first time I forgot my cell phone.
Then take the first right.
It's been a couple of days. I'm not really recording much on this.
Turn right at the stop sign.
Okay. Yeah, I want to come back here by 1 o'clock to start observing court proceedings. I was at the courthouse and I see that they have a lot of first appearances at 1 p.m. So I want to come back at 1 p.m. and observe. It's a Judge Rigby or something, the commissioner judge. I want to observe what he's doing. It's always nice to see what he's doing, what he does, before I actually talk to him.
East College Avenue.
Okay, it's quite a roundabout. I'm glad at least college isn't in session. But yeah, I'm kind of falling back. I got 3 hours to wait. 3 hours, and then I'm gonna bicycle back in from a further distance. I'm not gonna drive this. 30. Yeah, if the library was where it's permanently more stationed, I would have trouble. Well, I'd kind of have trouble parking. I'd have issues with the parking and stuff. It's actually kind of nice to have it over here. Although the courthouse and that where the library normally is would be within walking distance more so. It's just the parking is really, really strained. It's not quite as strained over here. It's a little strained. I want to get next to, oh, somebody's got my spot.
3000 East College Avenue on the right.
Kind of under the tree for a little bit. This person knows. Alright, I'm not recording much, but I'm gonna record this a little bit. I woke up at 2 a.m. I don't know. I don't know what, I don't think the exhaust woke me up. But as I was sitting here, I started smelling the exhaust, and it's coming from that Dollar General truck. I'm downwind from it quite a ways too. All these people here who are parked overnight are breathing in that Dollar General's exhaust. It's got a really bad exhaust. Like there's something wrong with it. And so I walk around trying to find the best spot, and it's not in the Walmart parking lot. What an exhaust. And there's no telling when he'll stop running that. As soon as I smell it, all I can assume is that they're gonna be running their trucks all night. That's only one truck. I'm a long distance away from that truck, and I'm just smelling this terrible exhaust. Even while in my car too, on top of that. It's usually, I mean, when I got out, it was worse. So I'm moving at 2 a.m. or 2:30 a.m. out of the Walmart parking lots and going to this pick and save. This is an easy move to make early in the morning to get away from that exhaust. I think pick and save will be pretty cool about this. They open at the same time as Walmart. There's another truck up here on the side of the road, but they won't exactly be downwind from me. Tonight is a weird air type night. There's not really significant wind, so that exhaust maybe needed a lot of time to build up. It's kind of downwind, but there's not really any significant wind. It's just this stagnant air, so that exhaust, I'll just be rebreathing it in a lot. Alright, I changed my routine just a little bit, moving over here because of that semi-truck's exhaust, continuing my sleep. I gotta admit though, I was experiencing some rapid heartbeat this morning. I think that the blueberry and spinach salad that I had might have been a little tainted. I mean, a lot of the reason why I got the rapid heartbeat is from infection. So I think there was an infection going on. It's over with now. It was mild, the rapid heartbeat, but it happened, and that was no fun.
1/2 mile. Turn right on Creekview Lane.
Yeah, just going to hang out at the Kimberly Library all day. I don't really have any other plans. Just going to just spending time, just wasting time waiting on my court hearing. That's about it. Alright, I just want to make note that the car didn't start this morning. I had to unplug the battery and then plug it back in so that it would start. Something tripped out on it. I did move the car last night from one spot to the next. Somebody parked 2 spaces next to me, so I moved my car. I didn't like that guy parking so close to me. overnight, and the door locks were really tripping out a lot. But I mean, all the locks are unplugged, but the tripping still happen a lot. So I'm just working with yeah, with the limited knowledge about what I believe happened. All right, today is the 16th of July, and I call in to the, well, I do the Zoom hearing with West Milwaukee. Today's the day for the first hearing. I waited this whole time, and it's going to be trying to get evidence. Trying to get that evidence. So it's a little stressful. It's at 4, and then tomorrow at 10 a.m. I have to be at court in Appleton for another first hearing. Very similar charges, and I got a little stressed out this morning, but I kind of was confident that I could fix this problem, and that was the car dying. It died, and upon trying to start it, and then I just unplugged the battery and plug it back in, and it works. And it got me thinking though, that if I couldn't make it to this Kimberly library, then I'd have to call into the West Milwaukee courts from Walmart's. I could still rely on using Walmart's. If my car was stuck in the parking lot where it was, I didn't have Wi-Fi, so then I would have to find somewhere outside of the store to do the Zoom hearing as best I could at 4. So I would have been looking at waiting all day in the Walmart parking lot in my spot with my dead car until 4 p.m. to contact the West Milwaukee courts to discuss my parking issue. That would have been a little frustrating. And then plus, if I didn't fix my car, then tomorrow for 10 a.m. court, I would be bicycling from that Walmart all the way to court. And that may still happen. I may still get into that. I could get stuck at this Kimberly library. Oh my God, I want to take a left here. Garmin's saying I should go straight, but the Garmin is wrong. I actually recognize this. So, I mean, I have established primary places that I want to go, or that for positioning my car for court hearings. But if the car is going to fail, I didn't even consider secondary alternatives until the car failed this morning. I didn't even consider secondary alternatives. I was just sticking to one plan. But wow, I gotta now think about, upon car failure, I have to be prepared to rely on the bicycle even more. See, I was originally planning on bicycling to the park closest to the courthouse. There's no way I'm parking at the courthouse and then bicycling to the courthouse. So it's something to think about. I'm all within range of bicycling everywhere I'm at, so it's all manageable. All right, Appleton, Wisconsin. Appleton. All right, I'm back to regularly recording because I'm going in a different direction now, because the case is closed, although it's with prejudice, so they could bring it back. But likely not, because I don't plan on coming back to the Outagamie jurisdiction ever again. But I'm not quite leaving it, going north to Green Bay, the South Walmart. I have to look at the county like borders get an idea. I think I would like to quickly get out of Outagamie County, though it's that'll reduce my risk of them bringing those charges back. The charge. Actually, this is still kind of the direction to go to the Kimberly Library, but I'll be passing that soon enough. We got 20 miles. I'm just not enthused about returning to the same Walmart again. I really want to see somewhere else. Tired of the same place. Tired of all this back and forth. But I mean, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is a little bit better of a dismissal time. Okay, I don't like these tracks. Every time, nobody slows down over them except me, so everybody behind me catches up quickly. Yeah.
Turn right at the stop sign.
Fastest dismissal still has been Bethany, Missouri, with a day and a half. And now this one is second fastest with 2 weeks since the 30th, and then drop by the 16th. Just over 2 weeks. That's pretty impressive.
Turn left on North Washington Street.
Oh my God, somebody's right behind me. I think they were on this turn as well as me, same turn. I mean, I looked to my left and I didn't see anybody else. So yeah, I'm just going to Green Bay, and it looks like this Walmart's a few miles from that Lambeau Stadium, so I'm a little concerned about that. I think they might be enforcing no overnight parking at this Walmart a little more strictly than others. So I'm very concerned about that, especially when I had issues with that Target in West Milwaukee, which is still an active and ongoing case. So it's something I just got to find out when I get there, type of thing, and see how things play out. I don't need to see the stadium. Maybe I will, just through by car, pass by, look for the library, and maybe hang out at a library. No, I'm not enthused about a library. I'd rather just hang out in a park, honestly. We'll just see how relaxed it could be. It's not football season, so I don't know why they would make a big deal about parking off season in the summertime. Just have to find out. But it's kind of neat to get close to the Lambeau Field like this historic place, or I've watched a lot of TV like transmissions from. You know, this looks familiar. I think I'm still heading to the Kimberly Library. Oh my God, there's a lot of tents. They got a big fair going on in the park. I think that's that Paper Fest. I remember seeing that. There was glass blowing at this Kimberly Library a couple days ago. Yes, just yesterday. There was glass blowing yesterday. I hung out in this Kimberly Library waiting to do the Zoom hearing for West Milwaukee. The 16th was a Zoom hearing. They closed down part of the parking lot for glass blowing. And then yeah, Paper Fest is, I saw the advertisement for that around here. I mean, I'm not too enthused about either one. They're just whatever. I was thinking to myself with glass blowing. Okay, yeah, I was thinking that it'd be better to go to the glass blowers workshop to get a better picture of what they do than to have them come to the library closing down a parking lot, because they're more focused on the temporary movable equipment for glass blowing, and they need big furnaces to really get the big projects going. So I mean, I've seen a little bit. I can't remember what city it was, but I have seen glass blowing shops, at least one in particular. I thought it was neat. You could just kind of look through the doors or the windows and watch them glass blow. And I thought that was really cool. But I mean, for them to bring a glass blowing demonstration to the library, I wouldn't ex I would ex
North Washington Street.
I would expect it to not be as interesting because they're going to limit what they carry. I mean, they're talking about glass and burning hot coals. They need to get a big fire going if they want to have a big project. No, it'd be better to go to the shop. Where's the local glass blowing shop from here?
Washington Street.
They had to bring a glass blowing demonstration to the library, and I've bicycled this way actually. I never drove it. Oh, I hit it. Okay, 0.6.
Turn right on West Main Street.
So yeah, that's that. Let's see. I have the back roads marked. Well, that's probably going to be a grocery store there. Something they're working on. Big box store. Yeah, I bicycled this to get to the sheriff's office. One day, that was a 6-mile ride. Don't do 35, do 25. Okay, wow. I've never seen a double sign like that. Like it used to be 35, and they got a mark saying don't do it. There's a huge windmill up ahead. So that's a cultural thing, the style of it, like the Swiss or Sweden, something probably Northern European, where they relied on winds a little bit more than other places, or at least they figured that type of technology out effectively. This one's on display. It looks like it might be missing a wing.
Turn right at the traffic light.
I'll be turning towards it. Yeah, this gas station's familiar. I took a left at this intersection for bicycling. Okay, a stop and a go. Okay, it's got all 4 wings on it.
3/4 miles.
Yeah, that is familiar. Wow. Man, that windmill reminds me of other windmills I've seen in other cities and towns. Like I think Layton, Washington, I think has one like that. They have a smaller town, more isolated, and the windmill's on the end of the city, if I remember correctly. A nice town, especially for the weather at any time of the year in Washington. That's premium real estate to have nice, stable weather year-round and enough rain to grow berries, and wild berries thrive along with other things, slugs. But the thing is, slugs thrive. There's some things that are not very pleasant that thrive in that. All right, I got 2.3 miles. I just pray for no road construction. Man, it's hard to enjoy back roads when you got that road construction. It's 25 through here? Okay. Yeah, I feel a sense of relief that now that this case is over with, it's pretty much over. I could forget about it, just move on. People say sue. I don't feel like suing. I feel more like forgetting about it. But I got West Milwaukee to deal with, and it's kind of fun now that I got ChatGPT. Because of Outagami case, I subscribed to ChatGPT because I was using the free version to its limits, and then I was able to use 4.0 to a limit, which would pretty much is like come down to only 1 PDF per day. And I really had to look at more than 1 PDF per day for this. I had to look at the sheriff's policies and other policies, and I was just looking all over the place. I was inputting the law and court rules of procedure, civil and criminal. I was doing a ton of research. For $20 a month, it's worth it for that. If I continue to have more legal issues, yeah, I need that ChatGPT. I don't know about Legal Shield, something that Lackluster promotes. That just I mean that doesn't bring a lawyer with you to court. It's just a lawyer on the phone. And you talk to somebody. I'd rather just talk to the AI, honestly. I don't need a lawyer on the phone when the cops are talking to me. I already got one hand holding up a camera, and then I'd need the other hand for holding up a phone. Live bait at the BP, okay. And I'm pretty good on gas, over halfway full. Engine seems to be running okay. Just the electrical failed one day. Just unplug the battery, plug it back in, it works again. So it's that kind of problem that it's coming and going, and I could still fix it myself. I don't understand the root. Oh, here's road construction. Uh-oh. Slow. Bump. Okay, yeah, looks a little bumpy. Oh, not too bad. Okay, we got no parking Mondays, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Specifically on Monday, there's no parking. I don't know if that's that section or the whole road, it's hard to tell. 25 still. Going through a lot of long neighborhoods. The east half of the Wisconsin is just more heavily populated. I don't know if there's a map for density levels. There should be. I mean, clearly Milwaukee and Green Bay, just Chicago. That's a strong sign. Those are strong signs that there's higher populations on the east portion of Wisconsin. But even though they got so many people around here, the water is really sketchy. It's making my stomach sick, and that's concerning. They have extra people over here, but the water is really bad. So I'm a little scared of the water, and I'm going to continue to be scared. I'll do taste test. I'll taste test the tap at Green Bay, get an idea of that. If it tastes like burnt salt, I'm spitting it out. But yeah, I want to be safe and just continue paying for that filtered water. I just have to pay that 50 cents a gallon, refilling my gallon jugs. Just rely on that for water and conserve it as much as I can, because I'm paying for that water. Can't use it for washing dishes. Still want to use tap water for washing things, washing clothes. I haven't washed my clothes in an extended period of time now because of my court. I've been letting myself go, not really shaving, not cleaning, just letting myself go because of the depression that this court stuff has been causing me. The worst has been autogamey, but yeah, West Milwaukee's been kind of
Wisconsin 55.
West Milwaukee's been kind of bad, but I'm able to move at least. They're not like requiring that I attend their court in the courtroom. Do it all through Zoom, and that's fine. I'll do it all through Zoom. That relieves the pressure off of my travels. But still, the pressure of having to pay a $600 fine. Now, oh, there's a huge Trump sign. Somebody's got the entire wall of their house covered with a picture of Trump. Yeah, the stress of the court stuff is still up there. I don't want to pay $600, and the prosecutor offered to drop a charge. And I mean, he would have had to drop the charge anyway. Obstruction of justice is just, I'm sure that would have been the charge he was going to drop. You know, but, you know, now that I got his email, because he just emailed and gave me his email, I think I might email him and ask him which charge he was going to drop, just out of curiosity, because I never asked him yesterday in person. I was just too focused on denying that idea, just turning that idea down of settling on a charge being dropped. I want the whole thing dismissed. I'm going for that. Case dismissed. I'm gonna make it tough on him, just like I made it tough on Autogamy. Autogamy gave up a little sooner than I expected. I seem to have overwhelmed them with motions, and then they decided it's just not worth the cost. And West Milwaukee's not seeing it that way yet, because they got a bigger prize. Autogamy, they fined me $170, and they didn't say that it was worth the cost. But West Milwaukee is fining me $600, so they still see it as more worth the cost. Although the prosecutor is still dropping it to $300, that's still more than $170. So they still see some value in pressing this against me. They might think that they got something over me that's that's gonna win the case. Even on appeal, they probably assume I won't appeal it, but I'll be working towards that. Autogamy actually gave me a little bit more training. If I didn't get arrested in Autogamy, I would have been less prepared to make arguments for West Milwaukee. Autogamy was like training. It was not fun. I don't like it, but it was a forced education. So this is the 6th state now where I've had to learn the law to defend myself. And I'm noticing patterns of similarities and differences between all the states. But to be forced to constantly fight the same charge in one state after another, and one similar type of charge, resisting arrest, loitering, camping, they're all the same misdemeanors, low-level charges. And yeah, there's a different approach for each state on that.